old friend Steve Dangle here, and welcome to another episode of Big Dubs, where we take a look at the best from around the WHL over this past week. You know, they say save the best for last. I'm not doing that. And I am unequivocally calling this one the best one. I don't care. It objectively is. Here's Xavier Went of the Tri-City Americans scoring his first career WHL goal. Oh, and also his first career WHL shutout. I should have mentioned he's a goalie.
Knocked down. Broncos continue to fire it up the ice. 1:05 to go in the game. Xavier Went is out of the goal. He's looking. He's going to try it. Xavier Went for the empty net. He scores! There's no way! A goalie goal at the Toyota Center! Xavier Went lead the flyby. His first career Western Hockey League goal makes it 4-0 Tri-City.
This kid! Xavier Went is off to a diabolically preposterous start to his WHL career. Genuinely. At just 17 years old, he's already got a record of 9-5 with a .928 save percentage. And this game was his first career WHL shutout. But it didn't happen until a minute after this goal was scored. So technically, Went got his first career WHL goal before he got his first career WHL shutout, and he's a goalie. Well, a minute later, he would secure the shutout, and now he's got both. What an unbelievable accomplishment for the Tri-City Americans goalie, Xavier Went. I was about to say big dub. That's two big dubs. Two big dubs in one. Unreal. For our next highlight, the goalie doesn't get off as lucky on this one. In fact, no one who's not Miroslav Holinka is lucky on this one. Here's Miroslav Holinka of the Edmonton Oil Kings, Toronto Maple Leafs prospect, by the way.
Had a good-looking rush moments ago alongside Cohen Lodge. Oil Kings back across center. Holinka into the slot. Nice toe drag. Splits the D. Scores. An absolute beauty by Holinka. His first goal and third point of the night makes it 3-1 Edmonton.
Woo! The sound that came out of me the first time I saw that. I love this play because Holinka goes end to end, but when he's in the neutral zone, he kind of bobbles the puck. Like, how many times does that result in a turnover, or you dump it in the corner, or you got to figure out something else, pass it, whatever. Oh, he's just like, pardon me, let me get this back, let me dangle through 4 different guys, oh, and beat the goalie too. You could say Miroslav Holinka is having a moderately adequate season for the Edmonton Oil Kings. And by moderately adequate, I mean 14 goals and 24 assists for 38 points in 25 games, which leads the team. In fact, he leads the team in goals, assists, and points. Question for the class, is that good? Not bad for the 2024 fifth rounder and noted Alan Walsh client, Miroslav Holinka. Big dub. All right. We'll give the goalies one back. Here's Medicine Hat Tigers goalie Carter Casey with a save I barely understand.
Caden McCann loses it. Here's Lang moving in. Drop pass doesn't work. Here's a backhand shot into the goal crease. Still loose, banging away at Lewandowski. And it's held out. Tigers come back the other way, but we're going to get a replay in-house to see.
That's as close to the line as you can get.
Off the post, in behind Casey. He's able to reach back and take it out.
No, I'm not entirely sure, but I think he might not understand it either. 18-year-old Carter Casey. He's in his first season in the WHL after coming over from the USHL last year. He has a problem. The puck is behind him. That's generally a bad thing for goalie. Except he turns and spins around, sweeps the puck off the line. Problem solved, right? Wrong! They take another shot while he's down and supposedly out. But he ends up making the desperation save on the line anyway, and I love that stuff. Goalie coaches like your cookie cutter and all that, nah. Just keep the puck out, man. That's it. That's the gig. Carter Casey, big dub. Staying with the theme of goalies doing crazy, desperation, spinny stuff, Rousichka of the Seattle Thunderbirds. Watch this.
Holds off, goes back up top. Falcon steps in, goes back to Moore. He'll walk top circles. His shot deflected. Save, rebound on the side of the net. And it's underneath the netminder Rousichka. He's rolling for the puck and it kicks free. Quick up top. Falcon shot blocked out in front by Bertka. Making it Homerton. The rebound save by Rousichka on Hayden Moore all alone.
How did that stay out?
And the chaos ensuing in front, Rousichka swimming all across the crease. Coots will head straight back to the locker room and is in some pain.
Dude, I think you had a better look at what happened than he did. What do they always talk about with like clearing the rebounds? Okay, your goalie makes the first save, you gotta help him out a little with the second. And they never do talk much about the third, fourth, or fifth one, do they? But somehow Rousichka and the Thunderbirds keep this one out. The 17-year-old is a WHL rookie. A lot of rookies this week, and he's performing great. 7-4-2 is the record. Once again, say it with me, just keep the puck out. That's the gig. Marek Rousichka, big dub. Staying with the theme of goalies, actually staying with the theme of rookie goalies, actually staying with the theme of 17-year-old rookie goalies, actually staying with the theme of 17-year-old rookie goalies from Czechia. I could have just said all that off the top. Anyway, here's Filip Rousichka. This one's wild.
Comes free to Williams. Back to the far side. Lewandowski now. Dodging to his left. He pulls the trigger. Rousichka the save. Rebound cleared to the line, but not out. Klimke sends it back door. Williams pulls the trigger, and how in the world did Filip Rousichka keep that out? Oh my goodness, what a save! He's 6'7", and he used every inch of that frame to rob Williams blind.
Well, Williams threw that puck. It was a one-timer. Rousichka completely out of position.
You can judge a save by the reaction of the guy who shot the puck. Oh! Filip Rousichka, I mean, that's pure. I need to keep this thing out of the net. Keep the puck out of the net, that's the gig! And he does. Flying across, and it lands right in his glove. God, that's gotta feel incredible. And to be fair, there's quite a bit of glove to hit. He's 6'7", 230 pounds. He does not turn 18 until March. I think he might draw draft interest. Do you think he might draw draft? Yeah, me too. Filip Rousichka of the Brandon Wheat Kings, literally big dub. This next one, I just need to show to drive a point home. Cameron Schmidt of the Vancouver Giants, tying a WHL record for the fastest goal to start a game just 5 seconds in.
We are underway here right off the bat. Schmidt off the faceoff. He shoots. He scores. 5 seconds in, Cameron Schmidt goes low blocker side, and it's 1-0 Giants.
This is from the CHL website. Schmidt's goal tied a WHL record that was originally set by Seattle Thunderbird center Dean Sexsmith, who scored 5 seconds into regulation against the Victoria Cougars in 1987. Now, let me give you an idea of how important this goal was. Yeah, it's probably a good sign to score 5 seconds in. I bet the Vancouver Giants are just gonna steamroll the Penticton Vs tonight, right? Wrong. It woke the Vs up something fierce as they outshot the Vancouver Giants 48-27 in a game that not only went to overtime, but went to the shootout. They had to weather a storm, too. The Giants got outshot 15-4 in the third, 9-3 in overtime. So the Giants got outplayed by quite a margin in this one. But who came out with the 3-2 shootout victory? The Giants. Cam Schmidt, who I'm going to reiterate, was picked 94th in this past June's draft, has 37 points in 26 games. He had 40 goals last year. He had 40 goals in his draft year, man. But alas, he's listed at 5'8", 158 pounds. Okay, like, I know he's smaller than most of the other players, but what if he scores, though? What if he's good? What if he's extremely good? Yeah, Dallas, I think, made the right pick. Cam Schmidt, as always, big dub. We'll end things off with a kid from Porcupine Plains, Saskatchewan, and an Anaheim Ducks prospect, Taran Smith.
By the tips, in comes Bear with a step. Bear towards the net, kick save, and a rebound out to the blue line. Stepping in, Smith. Cutting to his left, dancing towards the net. Smith, backhander, scored!
Holy smokes. Taran Smith was selected in the 3rd round of the 2024 draft by the Anaheim Ducks, and just like Cam Schmidt, I don't think they regret it. And to end on this one, the nasty hands, and he's over a point a game this season. Just fell shy of that last season with 60 points in 65 games. You know he wants to get back there. 7 goals, 21 assists for 28 points in 26 games so far. He's there. The Everett Silvertips have an embarrassment of riches back there. Dude, Landon DuPont as well? That just doesn't seem fair. Taran Smith. Big dub. Well, that was a jam-packed one this week here on Big Dubs. What did you think? Did we miss any? I'd find that hard to believe, but we might have. So let us know in the comments. For now, that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you liked this video. Click subscribe to SDPN if you really liked it. Tell all your friends. If you're a goaltender, score the goal!